kind of like Inferno, where we saw Godsent get off to an 8-0 start. Space Soldiers showing confidence anyway to start this one off. They don't go for any utility at all, just 5 sets of Kevlar, some decoy grenades also to work with, and they're just going to be throwing those out towards mid at the moment, I believe. So let's see the approach. Looks like it's going to be a fairly fast play, and I think it's going to be a split towards this B bomb site.
Here we go. The Glocks going to get up close. The bomb actually is alone into B apartments now, thanks to the first kill coming through. Major does get that important trade in, but the flank is also coming out. Brolan should get this kill, but Major survives. Major, looking to turn it around, does get the frag through. That should have been Brolan on the flank every single time getting that kill, but it doesn't come out. And Space Soldiers, oh, they're going to try and push B, but Engine pushes alone. And now it's Major left in a 1v2, so a little bit of a sloppy start here to this game. Let's see if Major can get that bomb down back towards A.
Yeah, I think he should at least be able to get the bomb down. You can see Freddy B, he has the defuse kit. He's happy enough with just standing back. If the bomb goes down, they don't see it over towards B, then they can just retake A. So bomb plant should at least be found for Major now. He has 2 kills already, and he's looking to try and take that up to a quad kill. So let's see if we can pull that off to allow for Space Soldiers to claim themselves this pistol round. He has a bit of time to work with, so at the moment he's just looking to try and clear out these positions, and he may be able to catch Freddy off guard. Ooh, that's a great shot, though. Major gets shut down, and there you have a Godsent. They claim themselves that opening pistol.
Yeah, the end of game thing there, I don't think I'd ever seen that one before. At the end of the round, it said Major did 11 damage to 3 enemies. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
How did he do that? He got a kill, didn't he? Though?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that just light? Because he got 2 kills.
Yeah, and no one assisted him with the Brolan kill, at least.
So, I mean, I guess he did do 11 damage to those players and then followed it up by killing them? I don't know. That's a weird one.
Maybe.
I mean, either way, he didn't go for the bomb plant, so Space Soldiers will force up into this round. Fair few pistols brought up, alongside quite a few nades. It seems like Engine consistently goes for those full set of nades without the Kevlar. But we've got to talk about that Deeg of Paz. He gets the opening out towards mid. Quick kill in towards connector. Brolan the first one to fall. That leaves mid completely open, but Space Soldier's not going to utilize that. They're going to push out towards A. Already Freddy B has the first kill on the hold, but the molly will force him out. That could be the kill. Yes, it is. Engine at long range gets the CZ to work. Oh no, they haven't checked under Palace. Easy kill for Twist. Looks for a bit more, but he slowed them down at least. There's a second. And it's back to a 2v2, but Xantares gets another kill in. The pistol still doing the damage. Can Disco Dopline be the savior, though? There's the first, and no chance for the trade. They needed that flash to be successful, but he managed to avoid it. And that means that Major has to try and win a one-on-one. CZ peeks out, the spray comes in, and Major manages to clutch it for Space Soldiers.
He had a CZ. Did you not have faith in him?
My bad. I forgot.
Gaben would be ashamed, but yeah, great round coming in from Space Soldiers. They put it off. It was a great shot to start it off from Paz. Xantares and Major then getting quite a few kills, and it works out. So it's going to be a 1-1 scoreline, and now it's Godsent that work with just the pistols. But 3 CZs, 1 Deagle, and a Scout, and a very limited amount of utility. So let's see what they can actually find into this one now, as we see Space Soldiers realizing that they have a massive advantage in terms of the firepower. They can take those long-range duels, and they can take those headshots through the smokes as well. So they just go over towards mid to get that map control.
Campus has also pushed through B, so that's something for Godsent to work with. However, unfortunately for them, they are still against some Space Soldiers players with good weapons, and, well, Twist is just going to be caught with a nade in his hands. Easy kill coming in for Calyx. Freddy B up close. There we go. Finally opens up for Godsent, but it might be too little too late. The bomb is still in a slightly awkward position, but that shouldn't really be a worry. Molly does connect. Freddy gets another kill, but eventually is traded. A team ace for Space Soldiers, and Godsent with almost no money now.
Yeah, going to be a fairly easy round now coming out for Space Soldiers. Calyx on the Mach 10. Paz, I don't think he's even going to bother upgrading. The CZ is more than enough to just kind of go up against these default pistols. So you can see it is going to be mostly an easy time, I would say, for Space Soldiers. Xantares started off with a rifle, gets the second. And there's the hat trick. Could perhaps find the quad kill. Ace is also a possibility, but I don't think it's going to be allowed. Major comes in from Connector, to find one more. So Freddy B, last man standing. 2 kills in the previous round, but I don't think it's likely for him to find any right now, as you can see, only has that default pistol. He gets taken down, and it's a perfect round from Space Soldier, so that's perfect for him to try and actually bolster up their economy now. And let's see, Paz, he could maybe buy up an op if he had have wanted, but it seems like he's decided against that. Goes with the rifle instead.
Now, I was going to say, it looked like they were going to keep a couple of SMGs, but Calyx buys the AK up at the last second. Space Soldiers will look to keep the pace up. They're going to go for a quick A-site push. Freddy B is in towards CT, but as the smokes come in, I'm not sure how much Godsent can do about this. They're looking for some lucky sprays through. I don't think any of them have really connected considerably, so the bomb may go down without any response. There we go, Engine will get the plant in. There are a fair few nades left for the retake, and Freddy B is going to get the first kill. That was Paz trying to get aggressive, trying to cut off a potential position for the retake, but that doesn't work. And Disco.One also comes through with another kill, but you can see on the minimap, Major's going back towards mid. That could be key. Torres slowing things down, gets a double. He's using the smokes to his advantage, but eventually gets traded on, and oh, Major was smoked off. So as he pushes through, Disco.One steps it up. Still no hit, but the defuse will come in, and I think there's time. Might be close.
Yeah, there is time. There we go. Gets it right at the end. Good round from Godsent. They're able to get themselves a second onto the board. Do so with 3 players alive as well. Been able to carry over those weapons, drop now 2 rifles to their teammates, and they're going to have a solid buy into this round. But Space Soldiers, as we can see, they can still buy. Even with them, after upgrading a couple of weapons in that previous one, they, as you said, at the last moment, Calyx got the AK, Paz also went for a rifle. So, yeah, they're still able to get another buy into this one. And it's whoever wins this round now should be able to control the economy and get themselves into either get into the lead or else continue to build their lead.
Twist currently in connector is on the other side of a smoke, so he can see in towards mid. In the meantime, though, Space Soldiers not really going for the mid play at the start of the round. They're taking things slowly. Now, you can see 3 players are lined up around top mid, so that push could be coming in shortly, especially as, I was going to say, I think Paz was lining up a smoke, but he seems to have decided against it because Xantares has just walked out behind the top mid box. So that means that Space Soldiers look very likely to attempt to split onto the A site. Twist is in towards jungle with that AWP, but a smoke has already come in to obscure his vision. And we'll see if that comes into play, because even with that smoke being up, Space Soldiers are still not pushing just yet. I think now they're going to go up mid, though. You can see Xantares looking to make his way forwards, and the A split will come in.
Awkward for Broland because of having to take out that smoke and throw that down on the Molotov that was born in him. He doesn't really get the opportunity to get that kill, but it doesn't matter. Xantares is able to, rather, he does still fall either way. Disco from short is able to find that kill, and now over towards A. The bomb plant is going to be denied. Nice shot by Twist. Dropped him towards this corner, but he faces and actually takes himself a second before being traded back by Major. So a 2-on-2 now, 20 seconds remaining. And the bomb down in the open, and it needs to be retrieved quite soon. I was actually trying to force the issue towards CT, I believe, was able to kind of push Hampus back off into a bit of a more passive position. So the bomb plant now will come in, and Disco.Plan, he's wrapped completely around. He's going to be coming in from ramp. He's looking to try and catch these players off guard, and let's see if it's going to happen. There you go. He gets the first kill, drops Paz, and Major now left in a 1-on-2 as he's forced to try and take a fight, and it's not going to work out in his favour. So good round by Godsent once again. They managed to pull that one back.
And I think there should be 2 AWPs to save. There we go. Disco.Plan gets the second one. So the double AWP setup will come through into the upcoming round. Whereas on the Space Soldiers side of things, I think thanks to the bomb plants, they will likely buy up. They might be missing a few nades, but they are going to have enough money for a fairly good buy into this 7th round. So round 7 coming in, and ooh, Hampus, was that meant to be bought? The AUG dropped over to Freddy. We'll get to see exactly where that's going to be played. Freddy currently on towards the A site. It's not the worst position to play with the AUG, but I don't know how good the AUG is. I mean, the SG, I kind of get, you know, the SG is pretty good. The AUG is a bit more up for debate, I guess.
Yeah, certainly not the best weapon. But let's see anyway. And it's just going to be another fast-paced play, it seems, from Space Soldiers, just bringing it straight back towards this A-bomb site. Even one lurker towards B, but overall their attention is focused towards A. And let's see, Xantares, he looks to try and lead the way out of Palace. Needs to be cautious though. There's a player just kind of hiding in towards Sandwich, and that allows for Paz to just walk straight out, take that kill on the twist. And Freddy V, the most interesting place you could probably play with this AUG, and only works for a single kill, as you can see. He does immediately get taken back down. Rolling with a trade of his own though, so a 3-on-3 now as Space Soldiers get themselves control of the bomb site. He had the plant though, and it could be a bit awkward to find.
I guess the advantage of playing that close with the AUG is, I always say, it is a one-shot headshot against a helmeted player that close, but ooh, Promad actually flicks back around to mid for the second kill. Engine, the last man left, is going to be stuck over towards Tetris, and these flashes will slow him down. That makes sure that Godsent have the players ready to line up trades if needed. See Engine in trouble. Yeah, will eventually be taken down. Only the one kill coming through. So Godsent will be able to get back into the lead after losing 3 rounds, after going 3-1 behind. They managed to pull it back, and more importantly, force Space Soldiers down to, by the looks of things, very little investment. A few pistols finally being brought up, but only the one flashbang, so they shouldn't be in too much trouble here.
Yeah, it should be a fairly easy run for Godsent. Just going to have to try and hold down this mid position, it seems. 2 players coming out of top mid, 2 players from underneath the window position. And there we go, Xantares actually does get that trade. So Roland got the jump up onto those bricks, but he was in an awkward position there, even after finding the 1 kill, where he's just going to get traded no matter what. And that's some good damage as well found from Major, so Campus is quite low now. 4-on-4, these pistols could maybe get a bit more damage done. Still going to be difficult to win the round, of course. Let's see, the Deegs all over towards middle. And with a player in window as well, and a second now being boosted into that position. Let's see where Space Soldiers decide to take this one, because we do also have to point out that the bomb at the moment, it's not really in a position where it's at ease. They can't access it so easily. They're going to have to run back and waste some time to pick that up. So let's see, Major, he's going to finally begin to run back, and he could still bring this back towards B, or else they could try and go towards A, because they have that player in window. They could split up through connector as well. And let's see, with a player dying over towards B anyway, I think that's probably going to force them now up through connector.
This will be going up onto this position in CT, but he doesn't spot Calyx. That could make things interesting here. Twist, though, as he goes for a peek again, could get that information. You can see, though, the bomb's still over towards B. I don't know what Space Soldiers have in mind here, but the push comes in. Twist gets the no-scope for the second. There goes Major, at least getting 1 kill, but Disco Dotline will get into position. Or peeks out, but Major will not get anything done. Would have needed that second kill to get the bomb planted, so nearly works there. But in the end, Space Soldiers not having the time left to get the bomb planted. However, they will now be focused on this 9th round, where they do have the buy and an AWP for Major.
Yeah, let's see. Double up setup, of course, is out for Godsent right now. Hampus and Twist. As we mentioned before, they have basically 4 players who can pick up that role, but they are kind of the main 2, I guess you could put it. The Space Soldiers, so far in this game, they have been enjoying these fast-paced rounds. They haven't really been going for that standard mid-control play. They haven't really been doing too much in terms of just splitting up and looking for picks. Instead, it's been kind of just immediately into these type of executes, which is not really something we usually see from Space Soldiers. They usually are more of a team that like to use their firepower to their advantage.
Yeah, we haven't seen Space Soldiers pick up too many T-sided AWPs in the past. That's something that has been lacking, so Major deciding to take it into this round is certainly something we'll have to watch out for. As already the B push comes in, it looks like Major's just going to lock down the crossover towards Kitchen. In the meantime, Xantares, the smoke criminal, gets the first kill through the smoke. I feel like he might steal that title away from Stewie at this point. 1-for-1 over towards the B site as the bomb goes down, and ooh, Twist peeks on towards Major, who was holding that angle for a long time, and yet still can't get anything for it. Here's Engine, though, bringing 1 back, but trades continue to come through in favor of the Swedes. They have a man advantage, but the 2 AWPs on the retake could be awkward. That being said, Hampus already gets the 1 kill, so Engine has it all to do. There's 1 kill coming in, no trade just yet. See Engine still doing damage. Ooh, gets a lot of damage onto Freddy, but not the kill. And it is going to be Godsent successful on that B-side retake.
Yeah, great retake indeed. Space Soldiers. That's an awkward gun round to lose. Kind of over-facing there. Major, I don't know if he really needed to peek aggressively into that angle on the Twist. I think he actually tagged them down through the corner of the wall, so it's a bit unlucky as well. But yeah, Space Soldiers, at least they can buy again. They get the bomb plant on top of their money bonus, so they get the full investment. No op this time, but as you said, it's not something that Space Soldiers usually bring out anyway, and I'm looking forward to see what they do now in this round, because so far those straight up executes haven't really been working. I think it's their firepower more that tends to get them through rounds, and going into this one they don't have a lot of utility, so likely going to try and rely more on that individual prowess. And you can see over towards mid at least, it's, I believe, Major getting extremely aggressive.
Not the best start for Twist, but at least he's not dead. Major certainly is dead on the T side. Disco Doppland already removes him from this round. Just coming back with that. Oh, gets such an easy kill there. You see the push keep on coming in, but they're just getting picked apart here. It's a complete demolition job. Godsent don't lose a single player. We didn't really see the smokes and nades that well lined up. And after a convincing round loss, Space Soldiers decide it's time for a timeout, because they have lost now 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, this is the best we've seen Godsent look since the first half of Inferno, when they had that, I believe, 8-0 lead, was it? So yeah, since then, this is the best they've looked anyway. And let's see if they can keep this up, because, reminder, they came into this series with that 1 map advantage, so even with Space Soldiers taking the 2 maps that we've actually seen so far, if Godsent take this back, there's only 1 map to actually decide that all off, so it could still get awkward for Space Soldiers. Not really too safe right now, even with 2 maps picked up, so let's see what comes into this one anyway for Space Soldiers. It is, as we can see, just pistols. I think a bit of utility as well. Calyx has a smoke and a flash, and so does Engine. But other than that, Major the only one that really upgrades too much in terms of the firepower.
While Space Soldiers talk things over, I want to talk to you about the giveaway we currently have running here on eFrag TV. We are currently giving away some Shadow Daggers, case hardened, field tested, to anyone that subscribes to the channel. Well, we're not giving them away to everyone. We're entering you into a giveaway if you subscribe. So make sure to check that out. Just subscribe on Twitch if you want to enter, or you can type !giveaway if you want all the information. And other than that, hopefully we're getting back underway shortly. And with Space Soldiers only having pistols, it's looking good for Godsent to come out to quite a considerable lead on their CT side now.
Yeah, but speaking of the MVP awards, the OP award, the overall MVP and the pistol MVP, do you think any of these players here in this game could be in with a chance of winning any of those? Yeah.
I mean, no one's had a ridiculous game on this map just yet. I don't think throughout the series anyone's stepped up all that much as well. I don't know if I'd vote for any of these guys just yet. They're gonna have to show me a little bit more.
Do you think they could do it though?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They gotta step it up.
Let's see if they can step it up now. I presume these force buys count towards the Pistol Kings, so this would be a good time to do it. I'd like to see Xanthars with that Deagle just ripping off some heads, destroying some skulls, burying some bodies. Many different ways to say it, but let's see. Right now, anyway, taking this round very slowly, it seems. Just kind of grouping up over towards Underpass. They have 1 player in the B apartments as well. That's Calyx. But I think it's a bit of a, I don't know what the plan is right here. I think it's a fake towards B, maybe. You can see a couple of players through under, but the bomb hanging around in B apartments. It looks like they might try and actually bring this towards the site and get this bomb down.
They don't push yet because Major is in towards Kitchen. Hello, he sneaks his way through. Major could really open up this round now. He is going to be the pivotal player here. Major is behind them on the B site. This could be a free bomb plant. 1 kill would likely be enough, and it is a free frag from the back. Major kicks things off with that kill and gets the AWP into play. And look at Paz, he gets a free frag into Connector. Trade comes in quickly, but Major, on a tight angle, does get the shot through. All of a sudden, Space Soldiers in pole position to take this round. It looks like Godsent are just going to have to save here, and it was all thanks to Major coming in on the flank.
That was a nice round to watch. Great one coming in from Space Soldiers. You could see how well planned that was. The tactical pause. I think that's the best usage we've seen of a tactical pause so far in this tournament, to be honest, because yeah, that was perfect. Obviously, a little bit lucky in terms of the players and Godsent not really being able to spot him getting in on that flank, etc. But yeah, good work to use the weaknesses in the CT sides, the actual hold.
Godsent get to save 2 AKs as well, and considering they have enough money to buy anyway, they will get a strong buy into this round. I don't know if we'll see those 2 AWPs come out, though. That's something that is up for debate, and it won't be coming in. So only Twist picking up the AWP into this round. To be fair, Hampus hadn't really had too much of an impact with it anyway, so shouldn't be a massive issue. But it's actually Space Soldiers who saved the 2 AWPs from the previous round and decide to keep both of them. Meantime, Zantares just about reacts in time. I was going to say he might not expect Freddy B to be in that position.
Engine has no Kevlar.
Ooh, that's true. And he's got 5,500. Yeah, you're right.
That's what happens when you win an eco. You always forget to buy the Kevlar. Let's see, though. They do still get themselves that man advantage, of course, as you said. So, good position. Good position for Space Soldiers, indeed. Let's see, Godsent. They still want to try and hold this one down, and their attempt to try and pull this one back from that man disadvantage is to get aggressive on mid. But as we said, there was a double up setup coming in, and Engine, he's allowed to pounce there and take down one more. So, Space Soldiers, looks like they're just going to make their way towards this A bomb site, where currently it's just Hampus to try and hold it down.
Tara's lining up that spam through the smoke. We saw him do that in a previous... I think it was against Godsent, actually. He did that and got a kill with it previously. The smoke wasn't there, so doesn't need too much. Here we go, though. Hampus spots the player, but... Oh, Calix takes him down. I'm surprised that Hampus didn't get the kill there. That was a bit awkward, and now you can see Godsent having to give up on the round entirely. Those opening kills make the difference, and... I mean, Engine's going to save that AWP again, so that's the main thing I want to see. Is Engine going to buy Kevlar this time? We'll wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. He is going to be able to save
the bomb, by the way. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is scary, but I don't think it's really going to matter, because this is the closest player. He's going to get taken down now as well by Zantares. So, yeah, just Broadland remains. It's definitely risky, though. That's the type of situation where it's possible for a ninja to be found, but it's not going to happen. Broadland gets one up, and he may be able to drop the second as well. There we go. Good damage being done to the economy of Space Soldiers, and the final kill comes in. Perfect from Broadland. Will be still a 5th round for Space Soldiers, but at least it was costly. They didn't get it quite as easily as they thought.
Upgrades the skin as well. That's the main thing. He gets the Asimov, and it's got a Godsent sticker on it. Perfect. Except for the fact that his teammates can't buy. Really. I think they will have to. Yeah, it's going to be the Force.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty solid buy overall, to be honest. Only 1 kit though, which is a bit of a problem, but they do have the op. They have a couple of rifles and a bit of utility, so a couple of players being put down to the slightly weaker weaponry, but it's not too big of a deal. Let's see though, Space Soldiers. After the amount of damage they found in that previous round, their economy isn't amazing, so if they were to lose this one, they could struggle to buy. That would really put Godsent into a good position to go ahead and close this half out quite strong. Their way around, though, if Space Soldiers take this one, they may even actually be able to claim themselves the lead going into the second side.
These soldiers just letting things sit. Not having to go for any aggression early into the round. They do have a lot of nades as well, so this delayed mid presence is certainly an option. It's only Paz here, but he's used all his nades. In the meantime, Major spots the player, and that is a quick reaction. Twist going to be taken down on the edge of the wall, and here comes that B-sided push. Again, Major not pushing in with the AWP, just locking down Kitchen, while the AKs try to make their way forwards, and a dink comes in, but Calix replies with a headshot, and the AK, of course, gets that insta-headshot through, and the insta-kill with that. Solon at least finds one back, but again, when you're losing the B site with a man disadvantage on the retake, it's just almost impossible to find a way back into the round, especially as Space Soldiers are already fairly well set up. So you can see Godsent forced to save, and Space Soldiers starting to work their way back into this game.
Yeah, definitely. Getting themselves up to 6 rounds already. They should be in the following round up against a fairly weak buy. Just whatever weapons can be saved, most likely. Kill comes in by Hampus on the Freddy B. Calix is low as well. He could potentially hand an op over, but he uses the angle perfectly. And he found the shoulder of Hampus. The bomb may blow him up though. Oh no, he does survive. Doesn't lose any HP actually, so makes me look really stupid. But there you go. Space Soldiers now up to 6. Godsent. They will likely have to go ahead and just concede another round here and just work into this round with maybe a couple upgraded pistols. Just that M4 and Maybe some Kevlar, it seems, as well.
Well, last time these two teams played on Mirage, Space Soldiers got 8 rounds on their T side, and that was enough for them to carry it through with a pretty good CT side. They ended up winning 16-12 in the end. They'll be hoping to get 8 rounds on the board on this T side again, but ooh, okay, so the bomb's in T spawn, the push is coming through a ramp. This is going to be a fun round. If the bomb is spotted by the CTs, it could get a little bit strange, but I think Paz is going to get the bomb, and you can see they don't fully commit to the push. So not going to be coming through. They just chill. They go back with the CZs. They can't really risk going at those long-range engagements. And instead, they're just going to stack 3 players towards B, thanks to that prior information.
Yeah, it could work out. Never mind. Calix, he finds 2 instant headshots over towards Palace. The players line up for him perfectly, and he loves that. He goes ahead and takes that immediately. So the A bomb site now is going to be the site that's under attack. Players going up through connector, players making their way out through Palace and ramp as well. And you can see right now, Disco Dockland and Hampus, they're set up in towards the CT spawn, but it's going to be very difficult for them to really get anything done in the situation. Engine, nice find, at least taking down 1. Gets a bit over-aggressive, and perhaps a weapon could now be retrieved, but luckily enough, it doesn't really pay off to find anything else. So Hampus now the last man standing. He's all on his own, wrapping around through the T-spawn. And I think at this point, it may just be worthwhile for him to save that Kevlar.
Yeah, not much to do. Inspecting the Deagle. It's a nice looking Deagle. Some LGB stickers on there, rather. Flips it up. Ooh, gets the kill with it as well. Nice shot on towards Calix. Won't really cause too much of an issue, though, because we are heading into the last round of the half, and Space Soldiers still have more than enough money for the buy. So that damage doesn't mean anything. It's just going to be a Godsent buy that is slightly limited. A few nades missing. A couple of... well, only the 1 kit actually brought up as well. So that's somewhat of an issue. But we're going to see Godsent go for some underpass aggression. Frolan is going to push through here. And, oh, Major on the other side has the AWP. I don't think he would expect this. If Frolan were to push up, he'd probably have a free frag. But elsewhere, the push comes in towards A. Okay, I guess that was a fake attempt. It's kind of worked, but Space Soldiers need to get onto the B site now.
Yeah, and they are going to be able to do so. Pushed in towards Kitchen is Major, and he's able to take down Hampus. Engine as well shuts down the underpass aggression. So Brolin falls, and a 3-on-3 now, actually. Space Soldiers, after losing those 2 initial frags, able to pull it back in their favor. And more damage even being found now. Nice Molotov from Calix as well is going to delay that push from Kitchen for quite a while. He just spams away, but actually Disco's able to find a kill in the process, but it's not long before it's once again put back in favor of the Turkish players. Freddy being on a 1-on-2 to try and stop Space Soldiers from being able to claim themselves a lead going in towards the second half, and it's not really looking likely. Calix just going to play in with his food, and it's Major then to finish it off. So there you have it, 8-7, and we return soon with the second half, and just after a quick commercial break.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Welcome back, guys. We are going to be getting back into the action in just a couple of moments, but yeah, after a great start into that half for Godsent, they got the pistol round, they lost the round following that, and then that allowed Space Soldiers to chain 3 rounds together. But then Godsent 6 rounds in a row to claim themselves a very solid lead. But once again, Space Soldiers just come in with that reverse sweep and managed to bring themselves out on top after the end of that T side. So putting themselves into a good position. Do you think right now that Space Soldiers should be taking this map?
Yeah, I think 8 rounds on T side is going to be enough for them, more than likely. I think generally, I mean, Mirage is fairly even, especially as the Ts can go for that mid control. But Space Soldiers, I think, should just still be slightly favored. Certainly could go either way, though. I mean, remember, as I was saying as well, the last time these two teams played, this was the exact scoreline at the half. And heading into the second half, Space Soldiers ended up winning 16-12. I think the pistol round is obviously a big part of that, though. So let's see if it will come through for them. They've got the one kit on towards Calyx, whereas Godsent have got a couple of players investing into nades. Hampus and Brolan buy the P250s, but keep them without the Kevlar. Oftentimes you see them dropped over to teammates, but let's see if it can work without the Kevlar, because already the smoke's being deployed and the A-play being lined up.
Yep, Calyx, he's going to be the first line of defense, and he's actually going to be immediately forced straight back off into the CT spawn. Great shots with the Glock twist. He takes 2. Freddy be able to take down Calyx as well. And now it's only Major that remains. He's left in a 1-on-4, finds that first initial frag, gets a second as well onto Hampus. And this is a bit of a misplay by Godsent, just going so aggressive. I don't really know if this one was needed, but they go for it now. And let's just see if they can actually manage to close out this round, because Major, he's retrieved himself a defuse kit as well to work with. Just taps the bomb, though, for the moment. And yeah, they know he's not on it, but he gets another. Now he may just be able to go ahead and hold this one. Let's see. Wants to keep fighting. And sadly, so far, it's not really working out in his favor. He may, yeah, I don't think he has the time really anymore. He gets the kills at least, but it's going to be close. Let's see. Oh my god, I think he has it.
Wow. I was going to say, I think he just had to stick it the first time because there was such little time left. But props to Major. I guess he had time for the kill.
I saw some nice tries in chat. People didn't know he was going to get it either. How does he pull that off? That's a 1-on-4. That's a throw, Godsent. That sums up this game so far.
Oh, they've bought as well. They've only gone and bought. Freddy B's bought. The rest of the team haven't bought. Oh no. Oh dear.
That's pure British disappointment right here. They've only gone and done that, haven't they? That's the best way to put it. It works out though, so he finds that opening kill. Calyx falls, and yeah, man advantage found for Godsent. But sadly, Freddy B, he's taken down quite low. He's 28 HP, so I think it'd probably be better for him to throw that weapon over the teammate, because in his case, the aim punch doesn't actually matter at this point, because a single bullet will take him down. So maybe worthwhile to give that to a teammate. Space Soldiers, though, even while they're down by 1 player, they still have a pretty big advantage in terms of the weaponry. But the main problem is they've taken a bit of a gamble and kind of stacked more towards mid/A, and it's only going to be just 1 player now to hold down this B bomb site, and that's just Major. I believe it's going to be on the hands of rather. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I thought Godsent were going to fully buy, but the 1 AK makes a bit more sense, just so that you can try and do some damage here. And well, Major is already getting 2 on the B hole before the trade. Disco Dopplan as well in position with the deed. He gets that shot. Back to a 2v2, but the bomb plant can't come in because Antares goes aggressive, but goes down for it. It's just going to be Paz now, pushed up to the site, who gets a quick kill. And with Freddy B on 14 HP, he's got to try and land this headshot. Otherwise, Paz will likely win the fight. This is already really good damage, though. Godsent will be buying into the next round with rifles, whatever happens, I think. So the fact they've done this much damage is already relevant. But with 16 seconds left, Freddy B is looking for more than just damage. He wants the round win. Has to get the bomb, though. Will pick that one up, but Paz is in position to shut him down. So there we go. Space Soldiers do win the round. However, you can see Godsent will now buy up with the AKs, and that means that if Space Soldiers were to lose here, their money would be completely broken. You can see they're going to have no money in the bank. Do they realize this is a buy?
They're expecting an eco. Major keeps 2,500 in the bank. They're expecting an eco. I think they thought everyone had Kevlar in the previous round, but it was actually just a couple of pistols and the 1 AK being brought out. So yeah, it's Space Soldiers. This could be awkward. Look how aggressive Xantares is getting as well. Hands away that kill to Freddy B. And this is exactly what Godsent wanted. They've completely caught Space Soldiers off guard now. Get themselves a free map. Oh! What the hell, Hampus? That's on Reddit. That's 100% going on Reddit. So yeah, Godsent, this round starting off perfectly.
So much skill.
That's does that Paz? He's angry about that one. It's fine by Engine though. Will be returned, or at least a lot of damage being returned by Freddy B, and Engine himself is quite low, so still going to be a very awkward round for Space Soldiers.
Well, let's see if Hampus can... Okay, Freddy B just gets the kill as well. I was going to say, let's see if Hampus can get any more jump kills, but that's not coming through just yet. Ooh, Freddy B taps away to take down Calyx as well. And Major has just 13 HP with a UMP. And he should be dead. There we go. Freddy with a 4K to close out the round win. And Space Soldiers are going to be, I think, going down to an eco. I mean, even one eco might not be enough for that good of a buy. So this is actually a pretty rough position now for Space Soldiers in terms of the money. Okay, they've gone for the Force. This is certainly a risk. I mean, it's not the best buy I've ever seen, but it's certainly capable.
Yeah, it has its upsides. Very few of them. Xantares at least has a UMP. I guess that's a small positive. But let's see what's going to happen into this one now, because I don't know. It's an interesting buy with their economy not being perfect. I guess you can kind of understand it. They want to try and keep the economy for Godsent low, keep the pressure on. So then when they do finally just win a gun round, they'll be able to immediately break the economy. And let's see what's going to work out for them. Perhaps they can take this round right now, and they could go ahead and just immediately reset Godsent. Let's see if that's going to be the case anyway. Right now, it looks like it's just going to be a B hit anyway, just straight towards the B bomb site, grouping up in B apartments. And here you go, Major. He's the first point of contact. The FAMAS gets 2 kills. Hampus eventually trades, but that's some good work initially done by Major over towards the B apartments.
One rifle will be lost, though, so that's the cost. And already Hampus spots out the aggression from Xantares. Both primary weapons dropped. The pistols could still do damage, but Disco lines them up. Doesn't get the second. That was a whiffed spray there that could cost them. Calix survives on 21 HP, and it's Freddy who has to win this 1v2. Gets the first kill for free. Calix not expecting that angle. And Engine is still stuck back in towards Kitchen. So with the CZ, he might not want to fight at this long range. He comes in. Freddy recovers the bomb. Time is somewhat against him with 20 seconds. I don't think he can go back towards A, but oh, Freddy B nails the headshot, and Godsent do get the win in the end. And more importantly, Space Soldiers will be in trouble. They've called for the pause here. It's a technical pause because they have some internet issues, but they certainly won't be buying into this one.
Yeah, I'd assume not. It should be just a full eco anyway coming in. So an opportunity for Godsent now to go ahead and equalize the scoreline, get themselves back into a good position, and try and take this round cleanly, because a lot of damage done in the previous one by Space Soldiers. So they've kept the economy for Godsent extremely low. We can see after the reinvestment comes in this round, they won't really have too much left, I don't believe. So it's going to be at least a fairly low economy still. But let's see, Space Soldiers now only USP as it seems. May try and at least take this one aggressive. I'd like to see them try and push somewhere together, just so they can try and overwhelm one player or so, and drop maybe a rifle or two out of this one.
Not much else you can do with 5 USPs, to be honest. That's what they should try. 5-man stack wouldn't be a bad idea. They've got 4 towards A, so that's pretty much what they've gone for. Disco Dopline, though, already gets the entry. He's going to look to get that bonus cash with the MP7. Calix, yeah, does get that kill from behind there, so there we go. At least finding the one frag. However, you can see Godsent realizing B is wide open, will utilize that. Hampus, though, actually gets traded on by that MP7 that was dropped. So an AK is dropped for the time being, but it could be recovered later by Twist. And is Calix going to expect the connector player? Yes, he is, but he's not going to get the kill. Twist takes him down. I don't think he'll get the AK, though, so I guess 1 AK... Oh, he does get there in time. Wow. There we go. 3 AKs saved, I guess. All good.
Yeah, now Space Soldiers back onto the buy. It is the rifles, it is a bit of utility to back it up. It is the op for Major. Glass Cannon, though. Worth pointing out, he's been having a pretty good performance so far on this map. The top scorer for Space Soldiers with 22 kills, I believe. So let's see into this one now. Once again, Godsent. Looks like they just want to go for mid control. Fairly standard play on Mirage. The Molotovs and smokes go out. As to the flashes. And at least for the moment, Space Soldiers not really looking to try and contest this one too aggressively. You see Engine's a little bit aggressive up short. He's looking to try and get a bit of info at least. But overall, it's a fairly passive setup focused towards the bomb sites. You can see over towards A, there is a pretty good setup, which maybe given a chance to try and actually show what it's capable of now, as it seems like Godsent are just going to prepare to hit this A bomb site.
With the mid presence as well, certainly seems almost guaranteed. The split will come in. Taras, though, has already got the first kill of the round, and Paz and Engine also both chime in with frags. It's a kill for everyone on the A-hold, as Calix, there we go, also steps up. They had so many players towards A there, and they all just get a kill each. And that means that Godsent will be falling behind. Twist shouldn't get anything done. Out in the open, Calyx will spray him down after the missed shot. And there we go. Space Soldiers solidify their position. They regain the lead. And Godsent, I mean, they have to buy here. Yeah, they certainly will be buying up. They can get the 4 AKs. Twist just stuck down to a CZ, so it's not too bad, especially considering they do actually have full nades on 4 players. They've got a lot of options, but against the double AWPs this time.
Yeah, Paz and Major. He bought Kevlar. I like to see it. Let's see though, right now. Godsent looking to try and take this into a pretty fast-paced round, it seems. They just want to go straight towards the save on site. And so far it's working out. Brolan finds the opening kill. Xantares though, he's spotting the cross. And he's actually taking the lives as well, as Hampus coming in from Connector will return it, but it doesn't really last for too long, as one of those ops is allowed to shine. Hampus and Freddy B now in a 2-on-3 to try and clutch this one out. The bomb, it is going to be planted. Hampus as well catches Major off guard, so back into a 2-on-2 now with the bomb down in a pretty solid position. Problem is Engine able to strike from short, so all on to Hampus.
That's the first. 45 HP, and the bomb plant is safe. Hampus goes for the spray through, but he doesn't have the ammo. The defuse coming in. Oh, the spray isn't quite quick enough. If he didn't have to reload, that probably would have been around for Godsent, but the spray just not quite quick. Yeah, not quite quick enough coming in, and he didn't even get to save the AWP. So Godsent, they're still going to force here with the 3 rifles. I mean, that was really close. That's such a shame that he couldn't get the round win. And now into round 23, both teams again have almost no money in the bank. This is still a hugely important round.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams working with a very weak economy, and it's going to be a close one. So let's see. Whoever takes this one in a really good position. If Space Soldiers take this one, Godsent, they're really going to be struggling then, because yeah, they won't really have too much economy to work with. They'd likely have to eco and allow for a 14th round to come in. If it's the other way around, Godsent, that would probably allow them to go ahead and equalise the scoreline. Nice shot by Paz though, takes down Brolan. So a good starting with this round for Space Soldiers if they get themselves a man advantage. But they do go ahead and actually have to concede that mid control. See the Molotovs being used quite well towards windows, so Paz, he was forced back. And now, Godsent in a 4-on-5 with that mid control. What will they actually try and do to bring this round back in their favour?
Xantares positioning around this smoke, but a second one comes in to block him off. He won't have any vision in there. Godsent, though, are going to group up for the B push pretty quickly here. The steps will be heard. Major drops the bomb. Only one player in apartments with the bomb. That was always going to be an issue. Xantares is also going to chime in with a kill towards the B site. And having to get that bomb back is difficult, but Twist gets one. There's the second for Twist. Xantares was very low on health. You can see the bomb is still being locked down by the Space Soldiers players. Molly comes in to try and get some ground back here. Alex holding alongside Major. They do shut it down. It's actually Major to get both kills in the end. And unfortunately there for Godsent, just having the one player in B-Apps with the bomb costed them. And oh, now they're in a pretty tough spot. 13-10 behind, and they are the ones on the back foot.
Yeah, still a pretty weak economy for the Space Soldiers side, but as we can see, Godsent now, they don't have the money to really buy into this one. A couple of pistols being upgraded, 2 players get themselves Kevlar, but it should be an easy enough time for Space Soldiers. And there you go, Engine. He's able to find the opening kill onto Brolan. So 5-on-4 once again in favour of the Turkish side, as Discord Offline trying his best with the dig. It's actually Hampus to return it, but a flurry of frags do go in favour of Space Soldiers still. So Discord Offline in a 1-on-4. Inevitable at this point that Space Soldiers will get themselves up to 14 rounds. And then it's the question of whether Godsent can actually string 6 together on this T side to close this out. Or maybe even force it to overtime.
Could still come through. Would be a good way to start for Godsent if they were to win this round, though. Losing this one would force them to win 5 in a row. Doesn't seem all that likely. So here we go. Space Soldiers not going for any AWPs this time. And that means that Godsent are going to be pretty safe on their mid plate, apart from the fact that Xantares is going to get the 1 kill before the trade comes through. No more players towards mid there. So Xantares was fighting alone, but oh, Paz is now in position, also spraying over the top of the smoke. And Paz is also pretty safe. There's no chance for a refrag to come in, so it's a 3v4 they have to come back from. Twist pushing in, needs to check the corner, does get the headshot up close, and that means that the bomb can go down on B before Space Soldiers can really rotate over. In a 3v3 retake, they still have a couple of mollies to slow this retake down.
Yeah, this is a good position from Disco. Let's see if he's going to be able to find this kill and shut down the short push. And there you go, he gets it onto Calyx perfectly. So Godsent take themselves an advantageous situation. Bombs slowly beginning to tick away, and Paz and Engine, there's not really much economy available for Space Soldiers, so they're probably just going to want to try and save this, and you can see they do begin to back off. Godsent being aware of this, it looks like they want to try and hunt, but I don't really think they should be doing so. They themselves don't have a great economy. You can see they do just decide to wrap around through short instead, where they might try and actually still hunt this down through connector, and I think Space Soldiers want to continue the fight. They could give a bit of an opportunity if they do. They just want to play this one a little bit safer.
Well, there we go. Godsent get that round on the board. That's the way to start this small comeback. However, now they need to continue it by forcing Space Soldiers back to a low buy, and that is done by winning this round. Space Soldiers don't have much money in the bank. You can even see that coming through in this buy. They don't have too many nades to work with. Push comes in, and ooh, Brolan with some very quick aggression up mid alongside the rest of Godsent. Get that quick kill early into the round, and Freddy B doesn't quite have his crosshair on the right position. Bit unfortunate for him, but Xantares does well to get that refrag through, and he kind of needed to make that play just to bring it back to a 4 versus 4, just to bring it back to an even numbers position, because you can see Space Soldiers don't have too much info, but they have the one player pushed in A ramp, so they're going to stack more towards the B bomb site. With Brolan in jungle, that could also become interesting here. Looks as though Godsent are likely to push towards B, though, and you can see Hampus sneaking up. Oh, Hampus, I think, will be spotted. No, Hampus wins that fight. Major should get the trade, does manage to do so, and Brolan hears the steps. The backstab comes in, and Space Soldiers could be in some trouble now. They are going to be back down to a low buy, and a very well-played round overall there by Godsent.
Yeah, playing off of each other so well. You saw Brolan in towards window, just he waited for his teammate to get contact once the distraction came in. He just has a free kill from behind, so good work. That's going to be a 12th round for Godsent, and as you said, this is the best start they possibly could have gotten now. They've been able to get themselves 2 rounds in a row. And as we can see, Space Soldiers now, they aren't going to be able to buy into this follow, and they're going to have to go ahead and have that one eco at least. That puts Godsent in a position where if they win this next gun round now, then the scoreline should be equalized.
Terrorists win.
Should have an easy time in this round at least. One weapon being saved though, so an AK available for Calyx can't really be underestimated either.
Still something for Space Soldiers to work with. However, I think the rest of the players won't be too likely to buy up. This is actually a tactical pause coming in from Godsent, interestingly enough. Maybe they don't know exactly what Space Soldiers' money looks like. They could be trying to just work that out. But they have all decided to buy up fully into this round, so they're not taking any risks into this one, making sure they have the full rifles. Again, on the Godsent side, it's Freddy B who's been stepping up, which we don't really see too often. He's up there at 26 kills. He's had a couple of really impactful rounds as well. I remember a 4K being very useful, as well as, I think, 1 or 2 clutches he's won. So certainly Freddy B standing out for Godsent. However, it's not been enough to get them into the lead just yet. They're still down by 2 rounds. As long as they win this one, this game will end up being very, very close. And again, as we were saying, they should win this one. It's only Calyx's AK to speak of so far.
Yeah, should, but as I said, can't underestimate that AK by any means. Calyx a very capable player. Not having the best performance, it must be said, throughout this series so far, but we know he does have that skill ceiling, so let's see if we can go ahead and shine now. Let's see if he can show what he's capable of. But it will be difficult. Godsent, they have, of course, a great buy coming into this one. The op available for Twist, all the rifles and all the utility. And they just want to hit straight towards this A-bomb site, it seems. And this is where currently there is a bit of a stack coming in. 3 players in position. Calyx also beginning to rotate now, is going to be able to perhaps get himself into a good spot to try and hold this down. But just as I say that, Hampus and Brolan to just tear apart this A defense. So 2-man advantage for the Godsent side, and this should be the round now done quite easily in their favour. They've walked past someone I think about though, that could get awkward. Major is just standing behind him.
Hampus spots it. Oh, Hampus came back. Oh no. Yeah. He had the USP out, which made it awkward, but Yeah, Hampus turns around and realizes, oh, there's a player here. Well, that was a little bit strange, but Calix is just going to try and hold the AK. That's the main thing. Ooh, misses the first shot, but there we go. Follows it up with a headshot on towards a Disco Dopplan. Now, though, you can see Godsent. They are hungry. They smell blood, and they're going to try and hunt Calix down, but they're not doing a good job at it. Calix gets another kill, and that gives him a path to exit and remain safe. They won't be able to get to him in time.
I believe he picked up a molly as well. He ran over the body of the second player that he killed. He got a molly for free, so it's worth mentioning. The buy now comes in for Space Soldiers, or at least they should be. A technical issue coming in for Godsent. Apparently their TS died, so yeah, just it shouldn't be too long for them to hop into a new team speaking, and we should be getting right back into the action. But yeah, this is an important gun round now for Space Soldiers because they get the full investment. They could get the op if they wanted, but I think it would be Glass Cannon. Unless Calix actually is the one who wanted to buy the op, I guess I could see that being worthwhile if he dropped the AK over to someone. We'll see what way they try and approach this one anyway. But yeah, crucial gun round. The Space Soldiers lose this, then Godsent to probably be able to get themselves with the map point.
Yeah, Calix, I was going to say, Calix could also drop the AWP. It seems like that is the approach they want to take. Looks like it's going to be Paz picking it up. We've seen Major mostly take the AWP here, but Paz decides it's his turn to try it out. We'll see if that makes the difference for Space Soldiers. It will be Twist, as always, with the AWP on the Godsent side. I mean, I say as always. Sometimes Twist randomly doesn't buy up the AWP and gives it to someone else. But for the most part, he's sticking with the AWP. He's doing an okay job so far. And here we go. We're ready to head back underway. And as you were kind of, I guess, building up, this round is going to be a very, very important one. Space Soldiers with almost no money in the bank. Here we go. If they lose this, Godsent are the ones that would likely be able to come out to a lead. And already, look at this aggression from Godsent. They're pushing up mid. Oh, this is going to be so explosive. Push through the smoke. The flash is so good. Freddy B gets another entry alongside Twist with the AWP. And Major is in a world of pain right now. They overwhelm him from all possible angles. And Calix and Paz are just sitting wondering what the hell just happened.
Indeed they are. Calix and Baz just speechless right now, like as I am.
Noob team.
They are just going to be trying to just save these now, but I don't think that's... Oh, okay, Paz, great shot. Unlucky that he wasn't really in position to try and hold down the bomb site with aim like that, because that would have been helpful. But let's see though, Godsent getting themselves up to 14. As we said, Space Soldiers, their economy isn't great, so losing this round is going to be a bit of a problem. If both of these players survive, perhaps they could buy, but I don't really think it'd be worthwhile. So yeah, it's going to be an awkward decision definitely into this next round, and if they decide to eco, then we should see Godsent being able to go towards map point. Calix, is he going to be able to save this once again? Seems likely. Ooh, he's getting so many kills, just saving in these 2 rounds.
Doesn't get to save the AWP though, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly a ballsy call from Godsent though, and the risk is rewarded with the round win. And Space Soldiers are willing to try and play for overtime here. They are saving some money for that round number 30. But they do still have the AK saved again from Calix, as you pointed out, alongside some pistols with Kevlar. And we'll see if Calix can do anything, because he's currently over towards mid, where there are a couple of Godsent players on the other side. In the meantime, there's also a pretty decent bait and switch lined up here between Xantares and Engine if the push were to come through Palace. The Disco Dopplan is just going to be holding back for the time being. So no real aggression coming in at the start of the round, but as we head into the later stages, Hampus. That was such a quick reaction to transfer that spray onto Paz. Engine going to push in though. Oh, the dink came through. If he were to get that kill, that could have been dangerous, but doesn't come in. And that means it's an easy cleanup. And what's Calix going to do? My money is on him saving. There we go. Exit frags, as always.
It's not really his fault in fairness.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not insulting him by saying that, but yeah, he just keeps getting left in positions where his teammate's going to get picked apart and he doesn't really get an opportunity. I would have liked to have maybe seen him trying to get aggressive with the rifle there, but I guess with the pistols and Kevlar as well, he kind of wanted to just be the player who'd sit back, hope that at least Dinks would come in with those pistols and he could maybe just kind of mow them down, but it doesn't work out. But Space Soldiers now in their attempt to try and bring this to a double overtime, they're going to go ahead and get a double op to face off against the double op of Godsent. So 4 ops on the server right now, Hawkeye. 4.
It's around 30. You got to bring out all the big guns.
Why not 10? Why no auto snipers?
It's true. That's the real question. Well, pretty much always the case in these really, really important rounds. You will pretty much always see the T side take things slowly. If you expect that, which Space Soldiers certainly could have, they might want to try and hold on to their nades, but you can already see they're using a lot of them early on. Here we go. Paz gets the shot, but a little bit unlucky. It goes through the wall. So Twist survives on 16 HP, but the mid play will continue for Godsent. Paz is still in connector, though, so he's committed to this angle. Even if he gets a kill with the AWP, the trade could be coming in, and oh no, his teammate's gone down. Paz gets the first kill through. The trade, though, not coming in, so Paz is able to fall back. Just a one-for-one trade there, but you can feel the tension rise. 45 seconds left. Godsent have to make a move soon.
Yeah, and look at Paz hanging around in connector. Great shot on the Brolin, able to take that man advantage now in favor of the Space Soldiers side, and right now it's going to be awkward for Godsent to try and actually stop this one from going into overtime. They're going to group up over towards ramp, and they're going to look to try and hit this A-bomb site. Calix, he's in a bit of a sneaky position, though. They may not expect this one. Apart from Paz over towards connector, of course, as well. So let's see how this one goes. Great shot from Paz, hits the flick on the twist, gets the second, and Calix is able to just peek out for the final. So that is going to be 15-15. We are just going to take a quick commercial break, I believe, so we'll be back in just a moment.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are just about to get into the action, and yeah, it should be good indeed. Going into a overtime, similar to what we've seen on the first map coming into this one. So, who do you think are going to be able to pick this one up? Do you think Godsent now have the momentum in their favor, or do you think Space Soldiers they'll be able to close it out next time? Do you think now that it should be Space Soldiers, or Godsent, have they built up the confidence?
Yeah, it's interesting because we kind of saw there at the end, Paz with that AWP actually had a really big round at the end there. And the fact that you start with $16,000 means that at the start of this CT side, we could see the AWP bought up by 2 players even. Major's already bought 1, and I would expect Paz to follow up considering he just got that incredible 4K. So I think Space Soldiers, with those AWPs now, that might actually work in their favor. Oftentimes, they were the ones struggling for money on the CT side there. So if they can just reset themselves into overtime, they get the full buys for all 3 rounds, thanks to $16,000. Yeah, I think Space Soldiers should still be favorites, but it all depends on whether they are able to reset themselves. As look at this, Godsent, they like some quick plays, don't they? They're going to go for the quick A execute here.
Yeah, they are indeed, and so far it's not really going to work out. Paz with the up going to be the first one to find contact. Hampus falls, and now the rest of the players just trying to make their way up towards this A-bomb site, and you can see it's just going to be completely shut down by Space Soldiers. Calix and Xantares, they chime in. Calix with a second, and now Twist is all alone on 1-on-4, yet to actually leave that ramp position. So just kind of held back in towards ramp, the bomb now down on site, and this should be another round for Space Soldiers.
Yeah, unless they peek Twist 1 by 1, which shouldn't be happening. Flash comes in. Ooh, very good flashbang. Easy kill for Calix, who ends up with 3 on the round. And it will be Space Soldiers again to get themselves back into the lead. Double AWPs will be continued from their side of things, whereas Godsent just sticking with the 1 AWP for Twist. And I assume now Godsent will slow things down. They tried their quick round, it got completely shut out. And, well, they might not go quite so slowly because the mid play comes in and, ooh, Twist, despite being blind, gets the opening kill. The dink came in towards him, but it was Xantares with just a rifle peeking towards mid, and that means the pace is going to be kept up here. Godsent again looking to overwhelm A, and this time Calix will also fall, and there is nothing for Space Soldiers to do. I mean, they might as well try the retake, but with a 3v5, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, certainly won't be. They have the money though, so there's no real point in saving. May as well try and do it. And let's see if they're going to be able to pull it off. They have the Molotovs to try and clear out a few positions. Twist, though, he's in a good spot to try and cut off this rotate. And yeah, there you go. He shuts down Engine. So the trade will at least come in, even with Major being able to find 1 kill. So 2-on-4 still in play. Both of these players with Ops coming in from CT spawn. Very unlikely that they're going to be able to find this one. So it should be Godsent going ahead and equalizing the scoreline. And if they can get themselves up to 2 rounds on this T side, I'll be very confident in them being able to actually close this one out. There you go. They get themselves 1 at least. So let's see now who's going to be able to claim the lead heading into the second half of this overtime.
Wonder if it would have been worth giving Xantares the AWP for the start of that round. If he really wanted to peek mid like that, just give him the AWP for the start, see if he can get the opening kill. That probably would have worked, but he decides against it. I think he did have a really good spawn, so that's part of the reason why he peeked that, but he goes down. He only gets the dink through, and that means that mid being open leaves A very, very vulnerable. So, as you were saying, heading into the last round of this first half of overtime, mid play coming in again. Major is going to be spotted. Should be a kill for Hampus, and indeed it is. Again, it's another quick A push. Normally, Freddy B gets a kill after he is dead, but it's only Twist left alive. Such an explosive round, but there we go. Space Soldiers shut it out. I can't believe Godsent went for 3 quick plays like that, but I guess they went for it, and it only worked once.
Yeah, full balls to the wall, I guess is the way you could have put it. Just very, very aggressive rounds, and it almost worked out for 2. Calyx, though, somehow able to get 2 kills while standing in the Molotov on their balcony. So, yeah, good job by Calyx. So, there we have it. Space Soldiers, they do manage to get themselves a 1-round lead as we head into the second half of overtime. And it should be an interesting one indeed, because I think Space Soldiers are pretty solid on their T side in general. And, yeah, I believe they even came out on top of their T side 8-7, didn't they?
Yeah. First half ended 8-7.
Both teams did, yeah. So, yeah, it should be an interesting one. I think Space Soldiers, they should be able to close this one out now here in this overtime.
I mean, I guess we'll wait and see what Godsent do on their CT side. Are we going to see more A rushes even on the CT side? Who knows? Seems like they like those A rushes. Who knows? Could happen. Pushing up mid isn't even a bad idea, to be honest, if you do it. Like
no, you make a pyramid in the window.
Not a bad shout.
If you had 6 players, it'd look better, though.
True. It's a bit of an awkward pyramid with 5. It's not really a pyramid, is it?
Not really.
It's like a house.
A half-built pyramid. It kind of like a house, yeah. Let's see though. We should be back into the action now in just a couple of seconds, and it is going to be an interesting one indeed. Remind their Space Soldiers they only need to pick up 1 more map to actually take themselves this serious. Oh, we're seeing it, Brolan. He just went there. Brolan has gone there. There ain't no going back. And the auto sniper has come out.
I mean, you got 16k. If you want the auto, absolutely no reason not to buy it. Absolutely fine. I'm sure other people will have other opinions on that, but here we go.
Waiting for the Vietnam flashbacks. Oh, it doesn't matter. Major, he knows how to counter it. That's a headshot and a half. Xantares from above. Takes down Freddy B as well, and Roland has no chance. The A-bomb site now under the control of Space Soldiers. They have themselves a 2-man advantage as well. Brolan just got completely destroyed. Major could have done that for $800,000.
800,000?
Was it 800,000?
Oh, what? Twist? No.
What has happened? Twist killed Stopland. Oh, okay. Hampus returns it at least, but they should be Space Soldiers getting themselves map point.
What is going on? I don't know what's happening anymore. Hampus is still trying. Oh, bless him. He thinks he's got a chance. He's dead. Twist is also dead. Well, okay. Map point. That's the important thing. Map and series point for Space Soldiers. This is their chance to make it into playoffs, and Brolan has learned from his previous buy. Screw the auto sniper, man. Back to the rifle. Clearly, Space Soldiers could smell that auto towards A, and they just wanted to get it out of there. And it looks like, again, Space Soldiers, everyone just loves a quick A push. Space Soldiers are lining it up again here. Major's going to push through. Ooh, Brolan gets the first kill up close, but they know where he is. Freddy D in the meantime helps out. Brolan gets another kill in. It's just a complete shutdown. That's the risk of the quick A push. You can see Brolan making the difference. And that means that Space Soldiers have now just got 1 more round to work with. I mean, surely they won't go for a quick A play again, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Maybe it could work out, but it didn't work in that previous round for sure. So, okay.
Oh my god, they're doing it.
5, is it? Is it 5? Is it gonna? I don't think it's gonna be quite as quick. I think they're gonna actually prepare some smokes, etc. Go for a bit of an execute, but this time it
No,
may
they're
work
doing
out.
it.
Look
They're
at this
doing
from
it.
Godsent. Look, Godsent have completely gambled towards B. 4 players on this side of the map. It's gonna be all on the Freddy to actually try and hold down the A bomb site, ironically. Not the site he was born to hold. But let's see if he's going to be able to do so. Kind of just smoked off into the CT spawn, so kind of gives an easy task here for Space Soldiers to at least get this bomb planted in a 5-on-5. Freddy gets one though. Takes down Xanthars, so one of the heavy hitters as well for the Space Soldiers side. So a man advantage as the bomb does get planted. And let's see if it's going to be able to, if they're going to be able to hold down this 4v5 after plant to close it out.
Godsent have a ton of nades left for this retake. That could be important, but Space Soldiers are going back towards mid. That could also be relevant. If they get interconnected, that's a great position to watch that bomb. Here we go, Paz coming back around from mid, lines them up. Double for Paz! It's the 3rd for Paz! He steps it up massively! The players are on the site, but it's not going to be enough. Engine and Calyx between them close it out, and it is Space Soldiers getting the quick A play to work out for them. They take this series, and we will go back